She moved like Marilyn, sang like a dream, and set the silver screen on fire with one look. Ann-Margret wasn't just a star, she was a moment in time. A red-haired force of energy, elegance, and irresistible charm. Here are 10 mesmerizing facts about the woman who made America's heart race, from teen pin-up posters to Elvis's co-star, and maybe more than that. Before the glitz and glamour, she was just little Ann-Margret Olsen, born in Valsjöben, Sweden in 1941. She moved to the US at age 5, barely speaking English, and settled in the snowy town of Wilmette, Illinois. She was already different and destined to stand out. Ann-Margret didn't stumble into fame. She danced her way into it. She studied at Northwestern University, and her dance moves were so electric, people called her the female Elvis. And oh, Elvis noticed. In 1964's Viva Las Vegas, sparks flew on and off screen. Elvis and Ann-Margret had undeniable chemistry and a passionate, real-life affair. She later called Elvis her soulmate. But out of respect for his legacy and Priscilla, she kept the deepest details private, classy, even when the tabloids were hungry. In 1972, during a live performance at the Lake Tahoe Hilton, Ann-Margret fell 22 feet off a stage platform. She broke her arm, jaw, and cheekbone, and underwent facial surgery. But like a true showbiz warrior, she returned to performing just 10 weeks later. Talk about resilience. While many celebrities stayed far from the war, Ann-Margret joined Bob Hope on USO tours. She brought music, laughs, and a slice of home to soldiers who needed it most. And they never forgot her for it. That iconic, hip-shaking, toe-tapping role in Bye Bye Birdie. She was hesitant at first, afraid it was too silly, but that performance launched her into superstardom, and teenagers across America fell in love instantly. Despite all her talent, Ann-Margret never won an Academy Award. She was nominated for Carnal Knowledge in 1971 and Tommy in 1975. And while she didn't win, critics finally saw what fans already knew. She was more than just a pretty face. In 1967, Ann-Margret married actor Roger Smith, 77 Sunset Strip. He gave up his own career to manage hers. They stayed married for 50 years, until his death in 2017. In Hollywood, that's a miracle. Boomers remember it well. In a special 1963 episode, Ann-Margret voiced Ann-Margret, a glamorous singer who babysits Pebbles and belts out The Littlest Lamb. It was one of the Flintstones' most beloved episodes. And she didn't phone it in. She sang with heart and brought elegance to bedrock.
I'll count them all until you fall asleep. The first little lamb jumped over.
Even in her 80s, Ann-Margret hasn't faded into memory. She made appearances in Grumpy Old Men, Ray
Indeed.
Donovan,
You have the whole library up there from what I could see.
and even released a rock album in her 80s, featuring legends like Joe Perry and Pete Townsend. She's not just a legend, she's a flame that never went out.
Always care. Yes, I'll always care. Yes, I'll always care.
She wasn't just a starlet, she was lightning in a bottle. Ann-Margret could command a stage, melt a microphone, and light up a black and white TV in your living room.
Down by the river, don't you know? A seaman fights.
She was the dream girl.
He's got about as much appeal as a
The Vegas showstopper, the Elvis match, and the eternal redhead. And if you were lucky enough to be a kid or teen in the 1960s, she probably stole your heart too.
I keep wishing I were somewhere.
Thanks for watching Retro and Beyond, where memories don't fade, they dance.